Hello and welcome to the 2019 Canadian Ultimate 4-on-4 Championships here in Gatineau, Quebec. We are about to be live. We are live here with semi-final action between NOMO out of Alberta and Brunch Money from Nova Scotia. Becky Thompson here on the play-by-play, joined by Alicia Racine on the color. And Alicia, tell me a little bit about what you think we're going to see in this game today.
Definitely two very, very good teams. NOMO and Brunch Money delivered great composure yesterday, and we're about to see some good frisbee here. We'll see how tight it gets for the game. So
Brunch Money coming through their quarterfinal relatively easily, although they did have a tight game in their pre-quarter this morning. They beat Powell Rangers on Universe Point and then took down waitlisted in the quarters 19-11. NOMO, of course, had a bye to the quarterfinals and were able to beat Petit Secret in that one 19-14. So could be interesting here. Brunch Money having played one more game today, so maybe fresher legs on the side of NOMO, but time will tell, of course. So NOMO will be starting in white and they'll be pulling. Vogel will get us underway. So both these teams looking to make finals. Brunch Money looking to return to the finals for the first time since 2017. Of course, they were absent from the tournament last year. NOMO looking to improve on their third place finish from C4UC in 2018. James looking for Hunt in the end zone, gets low but can't keep that one in his hands. A little travel call there. Vogel getting up big, but two early turns right away in this game.
Two early turns, but two very risky plays, knowing that both teams will be demonstrating those throws today deep in the end zone, so we'll see what they can bring.
Hunt getting it back in play for Brunch Money, putting up big and around to his tall guy in James, just outside the end zone here. Looking for the reset. Finds Hunt. Hunt goes for the scoober. Vogel, there's going to be a foul call. I don't know about you, Alicia, on this one. I think Vogel got to the disc before Quigley got there. There was some contact after, but I think he very much did get to the disc first on this one.
He definitely was there just first, and when he came down, just nudged her shoulder a bit there. So
it looks like a good discussion, retracted call, great spirit. Hatch will shoot right away to Bedard in the end zone, and that will be an early point here. NOMO leading 1-0, and, going back to that call as well, it's not making the call totally fine. The discussion after, that's where the great spirit comes in, and how they handled that was awesome.
And that's the spirit of this magical game. We got both teams already demonstrating that throughout the tournament, so to see the discussion and deliberations on that foul was really well done.
So 1-0 to start the semifinal. It's an early break for NOMO. Some pressure there. Smith hangs on. Gray. Finds Jessica Sim. Alternate on the U24 mixed team. Gavin Gray called his teammate off there. Good communication. Bedard really pressuring the mark as Gray goes for the blade, has Lauren Ballantyne in the back corner, and those throws are so dangerous. No chance for the defense on that one.
It did look a little bit stagnant on that last play. There wasn't much movement, but they were able to get that disc in the end zone.
So Brunch Money maybe needing to ignite their offensive fire a little bit here still, but 1-1. Hochhalter find to Sandier. Now Tyler Hochhalter finds his brother Dave. Release to Sandier, getting the reset. And now the shot to the end zone comes up. Hochhalter gets up, but just out of his reach. It was just a little bit high. Maybe just rushing that decision a little bit. He was fairly tightly covered. Foster finds Johnson. Goes under to Dagenet. Quigley on the near sideline now. Brunch Money looking to put this game back on serve. The offense not moving at all there from Brunch Money. Manages to find a cut upfield. And he keeps his foot down. Took a second just to make sure he was in, and that will make it back on serve 2-1. Brunch Money leading over NOMO.
I think Brunch Money's just lacking a little bit of coffee. You know, though that favorite breakfast food looks really, really stagnant on that offense, but they were able to capitalize. So hopefully they can bring a bit more energy into their offensive game.
We'll see how this game progresses. Sometimes it does just take a couple points for both teams to kind of suss each other out and see how the game is going to go. Bedard hits Wong, who finds Hatch. To the end zone for Eric Bedard, and that one into the far corner. Grunt signals the goal to his team, 2-2.
That's a regular play there. NOMO connected. Those two players did a lot yesterday in the end zone. So that was really well put. Just a good back and forth here. Tie game at 2-2. And what do we think, Becky?
At this point, it's still, impossible to call. We were talking about it before the game, too. These two teams are fairly evenly matched. Lots of athleticism and variety of throws that they have. Both teams have played a fair amount of 4-on-4 as well. So 2-2, still at this point impossible to call, although I do think Brunch Money needs to keep their offense moving. James looking for an option. Fakes off the reset, but has the undercuts coming with McPhail. Now Gray on the far side. Going to the end zone for Quigley. Open in the back of the end zone. 3-2. Brunch Money finding a little bit more fire on their offensive set.
I think they may have some coffee in those water bottles over there. Helping them out. That energy was a lot better than the last two possessions. Not as stagnant. And they were able to capitalize. If they continue that, they'll be successful on the offensive end.
Yeah, Brunch Money and NOMO as well, both teams that make lots of adjustments in the game and are very aware of those moments. So making that adjustment early, needing to keep the energy levels high here. Tyler Hochhalter finds Dave. The brothers going 1 and 2 there. Now Hatch open in the middle. Hatch goes for the hammer reset to Dave Hochhalter. The 2018 Male Athlete of the Year with the disc in his hands. And puts it, unfortunately, too far ahead of his brother there, and maybe a bit of a miscommunication on who that disc was going to.
A little bit of a miscommunication there. They had two NOMO players, just couldn't connect.
Foster to the end zone for Sim. It looks like she just was on that end zone line, so just outside. Looking for the next option, goes for the big power dump back to Andrew Johnson. Scuba to the end zone, and it was just fading away out of bounds. Ballantyne, you could see, was looking down to try to make sure her feet were in bounds, and unfortunately dropping that one. Hatch with the pump fake. Now going up line. Sim, pressure defense. Hatch to the end zone for Hochhalter. And Tyler Hochhalter will reel that one in to keep us tied at 3s.
Brunch Money just had a bit of a momentum there, that run. However, NOMO never letting up as they've been throughout the whole tournament. So that play was really well done with a lot of pressure defense coming from Brunch Money, but that has not stopped NOMO yet. So just setting up the offensive look here for Brunch Money.
McPhail has Dagenet just outside of the end zone. A little bit of congestion on that near corner, resetting instead to McPhail. Dagenet open up line and makes it into the end zone. Both players attacking the disc, and Brunch Money will take that one.
That was really well played by Brunch. I mean, they're really, really looking to that right corner by in the end zone, kind of squeezing it in there a few times, but they've been able to capitalize, so that's a good thing for them. Maybe looking to rotate, swing the disc, and spread it out a bit more to find more options in the end zone.
Disc in play now with Hatch. Hochhalter immediately to the end zone for Wong, and a huge layout D. Lauren Ballantyne flies in to get that one.
She has had her coffee this morning, let me tell you. What a good defensive play. That is bringing that. That's where Brunch Money has that momentum. They're coming in strong. They're not letting up. Right on the shoulder of their man. Beautiful play.
Smith now. Chance for a break for Brunch to extend their lead. Going towards the end zone. Sim did her best to get up for that one. It was just a little bit too far. So now Tyler Hochhalter for NOMO. And immediately a hand block. Lauren Ballantyne, again, the defensive superstar here for Brunch Money.
Unreal play. She is on her toes and ready to go and just get that disc.
Smith fakes the hammer. Has Ballantyne in the reset spot. Goes up line. Sim hits Johnston, who goes for the hammer, looking for Ballantyne for the double happiness, and it's just too far out of her reach. That's two shots now for Brunch Money, just a little too high for the receiver, but the decision is the right one. Hochhalter hits Wong. Now the hammer look for NOMO. Tyler Hochhalter just keeping it in bounds, and the signal for the goal. So this one all tied up, but Brunch Money, Lauren Ballantyne, absolutely incredible on defense throughout that point.
I have got to say, unreal. She is a bit shorter on the spectrum of Frisbee players, but she's quick, she's agile, she's able to get on the defensive end, that was perfect for them. Unfortunately, NOMO capitalized, but hopefully they can score here.
And the big scoober right away to Martin James, just outside of the end zone here for Brunch Money. Resets now to Hunt. Goes for the high release into the end zone for McPhail. Keeps this one at 5-4. And both of these semifinals now, very tight games. I mean, early in the game, we've only had about 13, 14 minutes have gone by here. But Tetraphobia, Louis Lenchinet on the other side of the screen, the far side of your screen, locked at 6-6 as well. So two exciting games and everything you want from semifinals.
Oh, the intensity, the drive, the energy is coming in from both teams.
Wong looks for Norden. Jumps that one into the end zone. And immediately we are continuing to go back and forth. Neither of these teams able to pull away from each other just yet.
Norden, being a regular in the end zone, did a great job at finding the spot there, and they found her up the line, which was beautiful. They were able to capitalize. I'm not seeing as much energy from NOMO as we did see yesterday. I find their composure is a bit different, but maybe that's their strategy for today's game.
Yeah, definitely a little different. And NOMO running low on subs as well. They've had two of their women injured as James goes right back the other way. This one back and forth. Reset to McPhail. Hits Hunt. James going up line. Vogel can't get there. That will make it 6-5. And Brunch Money, we're seeing as well that consistent same O-line coming out time and time again and executing. Gur Hunt, Martin James, Adria Quigley, and Catherine McPhail have been so clinical on offense.
Yeah, NOMO's defense hasn't, they've had a bit of pressure on Brunch Money, but like we've said before and like you've said, they haven't let up. Brunch is doing a really good job at moving the disc.
So NOMO missing Terry Whitehead and Lauren Law. Law got injured before the tournament, broke her hand, wasn't able to attend, and Whitehead unfortunately injured yesterday as Ballantyne. Another defensive play here. As Johnson looks for the next option. Finds Dagenet. Dagenet was looking for Ballantyne, but Norden this time picks it off. Hatch open under. Goes for the hammer, but too far. Sarah Norden thought about going for it, and the apology from Hatch, it was just a little bit too far away from her.
Yeah, Norton and Ballantyne are definitely competing with each other. They do have similar skill sets and both aggressive on the defensive end right now.
Smith finds Johnson. Smith and Johnson going 1 and 2, and now the hammer for Ballantyne in the end zone, and she can do it on both sides of the disc, scoring goals as well. And now we're going to see the biggest lead of the game so far, 7-5, Brunch Money leading over NOMO.
Ballantyne is definitely the energy booster that Brunch Money needed. I think it was neck and neck for a while there, but she has been bringing it, like you said, on both ends, offensive and defensive end, just really well.
So at this point, NOMO calling the timeout, looking to reset themselves a little bit. And Alicia, what kind of adjustments do you think they can make to get themselves back into this one?
I think NOMO have done a really good job at swinging the disc, moving the disc really quickly, which they demonstrated yesterday. I think they're a bit shook by the offensive intensity that Brunch Money is bringing, also on the defensive end. Maybe just a change in defensive force and being more active. You know, that's what they're good at. That's what they've been good at all tournaments. So, yeah.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that one. Continuing to stay active, stay energized. We saw Brunch Money right at the start of this game. We're looking a bit low on energy themselves, and they obviously adjusted and fixed that in game. So NOMO need to keep up with that intensity, and if they can, Alicia, I think there's no way that this one won't stay close as well.
Definitely not. We should see both of these teams continuing to push the pace on both ends, and I don't think it'll stay close for the whole game.
So Alex Bedard. Now Norden looking for the reset. Gets it inside to Dave Hochhalter, who goes around through some traffic. That disc looked like it was in the hands of Karen Hatch, and a strip called. Looks like no contest. So the disc in the hands of Hatch right on the end zone line.
Definitely a good call there.
Reset now to Alex Bedard. Looking for the next option. NOMO trying not to congest the end zone here. The blade was looking for Alex Bedard, and he couldn't quite get there. It is hard to get up that high for the disc and keep your foot in bounds at the same time, and you see quite a lot of drops in 4-on-4 right on that back end zone line, trying to make sure your foot is in bounds.
100%. He was definitely close, just didn't have enough to bring it down.
Sim finds Quigley, who hits Smith under here. Brunch looking to extend their lead to 3. Jessica Sim, U24 mixed teammate of Alex Bedard, playing against each other in this one. Quigley. And that one, Sarah Norden running all the way through. Just did a nice job there to check, make sure Sim was okay. No call on the play. Sarah Norden ran all the way through that one. And then a push pass, miscommunication to Alex Bedard. Dave Hochhalter put that into space, and that one, a great look from Smith, but too far out of the hands of the receiver, and both teams needing to just clean it up a little bit here.
Just getting a little bit messy. I think there's fatigue setting into play, so just have to take a good breath. And
Norden looking for Hochhalter, who reels that one in just on the end zone line. Hatch looking to dish it into Bedard, and another miscommunication. Both teams need to take a deep breath here, and I think we might see Brunch Money call a timeout as well, and they will take one. So a timeout right before this point, timeout during this point, and I think this could be a huge momentum shift for either of these teams if NOMO can manage to grind this out, keep themselves 1 point down versus Brunch Money extending their lead to 3.
That last point for both teams just looked a little bit slower. You see Hochhalter in the close to the end zone there coming in with the grab. However, just a lot of miscommunication on the passes. So hopefully both teams can, like you said, take a good deep breath and reset and maybe get that momentum shift going.
So we'll see if Brunch Money sets up some sort of play out of this timeout, maybe something to ignite their offense. They have looked really good through the most part of that first half with the energy on their flow, but again at the end of that point just starting to taper off again, so maybe setting up a play. Looks like we're going to see them out in a horizontal look here. As Foster will pick up the disc. Quigley trying to get open upfield, and there was some contact in the lanes. It looked like there will be a foul, no contest. So disc will stay with Foster. Quigley getting open under. Goes big around Alex Bedard. You could see wanted to pressure that one, but Brunch Money still in control right now. Foster again. Now we're starting to see the stagnant looks, and this one is going to go up big, and just enough pressure there from Bedard. It's out of the hands of Smith. Smith had a chance on that one, but maybe just enough intimidation from the D to cause him not to hang on.
Both hands were on the disc, so that was pretty close for him. However, he just couldn't bring it down.
Hatch hits Dave Hochhalter. Now Norden. Norden and Hatch combining, those two teammates on the U24 women's team last year, and Hatch is going to throw that one away too far for Hochhalter. This point is going a bit awry for both teams.
You could sense a little bit of frustration coming from Hochhalter on that last play. Hopefully both teams can reset.
Smith looking for Quigley, does well to hang on to that one. Fakes off the reset to Foster, and Smith fills into the space. Quigley continues her cut into the reset. Directing traffic. We've seen Adria Quigley do this before. Gets her teammates into the right positions. Sim. That one a little bit behind her, but hangs on.
You hear that good sideline talk from Brunch Money, trying to keep their teammates engaged. And
Quigley, the big around blade backhand, perfectly placed into the hands of Smith. And a 3-point lead here for Brunch Money, and that is an important point to have gotten.
Lo and behold, they were able to score. Long but overdue, definitely, but Brunch Money was able to capitalize.
And 21 minutes left in this game, so a 3-point lead is something that NOMO is going to want to start overturning now, not wait too late. Bedard finds to Sandier. Wong hits Vogel under. Vogel has the reset with Paula Wong. And that one, Vogel just shot too far behind where Eric Bedard was making his cut, and another error here. And Brunch Money will take advantage right away with the high release. The scuba into the hands of Andrew Johnson, and they're going to take half at 9-5.
Hopefully NOMO can definitely get a good break, get some water in, refresh, get some energy, come out strong in the second.
We're going to take a 30-second break here, and we'll be back shortly with second half action from the Canadian 4-on-4 Ultimate Championships. Welcome back to the Canadian 4-on-4 Ultimate Championships here in Gatineau, Quebec. We are live with semifinal action between NOMO from Alberta and Brunch Money out of Nova Scotia. Brunch Money taking the first half 9-5, and Alicia, at this point, NOMO needing to make some adjustments to come back.
I think with their lack of subs, it's hurting them a little bit, but this second half will maybe bring some more energy and move the disc quick.
And another shot that's just a little bit too far out of the hands of the receiver. And NOMO has done this a few times. They've been making these shots that are the right decision to open receivers, but the execution on the throw has been off.
Coming from Hallcoulter, it's a bit shocking. Hopefully he can turn around on the defensive end.
And Ballantyne goes right back the other way, and that's another break here. Brunch Money taking this one to 10-5, threatening to completely run away with this game. NOMO needing to find a response quickly.
Ballantyne is a force to be reckoned with right now. The ladies on NOMO maybe need to put a bit more pressure on her because she's just running all over the place.
Yeah, I think so far in this game, Ballantyne the MVP here for Brunch Money. Vogel goes straight back the other way. That one looked like it was in. A one-throw pass for the goal, and those are the kinds of quick points that NOMO needs to generate here.
And that was beautifully put. I think that's what their biggest strength is moving the disc really quick. They did a great job at just getting it down there and scoring, so we need to see more of that from NOMO.
So in the other semifinal, Louis Lanchonette extending their lead to 3. They lead by 11-8 over Tetraphobia. Hunt looking for James in the end zone. Vogel trying to track it down, but James gets up for it, and that is going to make it 11-6.
Brunch Money's energy is there in this second half, not letting up whatsoever, getting those long, deep flicks to the end zone, and they capitalized.
So 16 minutes to go in this one, a 5-point lead for Brunch Money. And Brunch Money has just been more clinical on offense and taking advantage of the turnovers to punch in these breaks. Hallcoulter gets the reset with Hatch. Hatch and Hallcoulter trying to go 1 and 2, but instead he goes all the way to the other side for his brother. And Tyler Hallcoulter can't keep that one in his hands, and that one was coming in hot and heavy as well.
That was a laser to the end zone. Unfortunately, they weren't able to capitalize.
This time Sim goes the other way. And into the end zone for none other than Ballantyne. Another goal to her name. And it's a 6-point lead in the semifinals for Brunch Money.
Ballantyne has not stopped. She's in and everywhere like we've mentioned before. NOMO's got to get some type of defense on her to slow her down a bit.
Hochhalter will tap it in. He's going to go straight to the end zone. Jordan Vogel floats to get that one, elevating for the goal. An unbelievable catch. He went up so early to get that one.
He definitely saved Hochhalter on that play. What an unreal vertical that he had there. Just amazing. Indescribable, as we could say. Maybe the little boost that they needed.
See if they can generate some momentum from that. Hunt finds James. James will look for Hunt. That one looked like it was just outside of the end zone. But goes up looking for Catherine McPhail. And that could be a gift for NOMO. If they can punch in a break here, they are not out of this conversation yet.
Their foot's still in the door. They still have some time here, so.
And Hatch is going to look for Norden. And again, just too far out the back of the end zone. And it's a matter of inches right now for NOMO to execute these throws.
I think a bit of the wind took that here inside indoor frisbee. Hopefully they can get the defensive stop here.
McPhail goes up looking for Hunt. Bedard on the mark for NOMO. And Hunt shooting, looking for McPhail. Vogel comes in for that one. Does well to avoid any contact as well. Vogel hits Norden. Resets to Bedard. Now Hatch on the far side. Good, better, quick movement here, but it's a miscommunication in the end zone. Sarah Norden was dancing a little bit, didn't commit to her cut, and the disc is thrown away.
That's what we're used to. NOMO normally had that quick flow. They were moving the disc really well until we got to the end zone. And just like you said, that miscommunication didn't help them there.
Much better flow from NOMO on that point. And we're going to go straight back the other way. And this time Norden gets it straight back away from Quigley.
I think NOMO's sensing a bit of urgency here, so their defense needs to be strong so they can put their foot in this game.
Bedard goes for Vogel, gets his foot down. And there's an out call from the field, but the out call is actually coming from players upfield. I think that one was in, Alicia.
I think Vogel just got his toe in there.
I know, I'd love to see a replay on that one, but it looked very much like it was in. So, NOMO. A little bit of discussion on the field, but that one will get called as a goal. So, 4 points down now. 11 and a half minutes to go. There's lots of time here, but Brunch Money so far have been in control, so we'll see if they can stay there.
Yep, NOMO's just got to continue this rush, continue moving the disc really quickly, and putting pressure on Brunch Money to make those hard, risky throws.
Sim looking for Ballantyne. Resets to Smith. Going to the end zone, and it's Ballantyne again in the end zone. Absolutely the MVP here for Brunch Money in this game. She has been all over the field, and it doesn't seem like there is anything NOMO can do to mark her at this point.
No, she has not stopped. Like I said before, she has not stopped, and she found herself there, which is a good little break for Brunch Money. A bit slow on that last few plays, and NOMO had a bit of a energy, so it was good that they were able to capitalize.
Brunch Money have been on the podium every year that they've attended this event, finishing second, third, first then taking a year off as NOMO goes back the other way into the end zone to make it 13-9. Brunch Money looking to return to the final after a year hiatus from the event last year. They had commitments, financial commitments with competing with Anchor at the World Ultimate Club Championships in Cincinnati last summer, but looks like that hasn't affected their 4-on-4 talent whatsoever.
No, I think they have a diverse group here, both on the offensive and defensive end.
Hunt looking to Quigley for the reset. McPhail finds Hunt. Hunt will look to McPhail in the end zone. It's just too far out of her reach, and this is a golden opportunity here for NOMO, and one that they need to take advantage of.
Definitely need to take advantage here with composure and patience.
And immediately not going for the patience, but going straight to the end zone. And Jordan Vogel, another goal for him, makes it back to a 3-point game, and NOMO keeping this one interesting with 9 minutes remaining.
Composure and patience, I mean risky throws is a better way to say it. Like you said, beautiful put there. They were able to bring it down. NOMO needs a good little stop here to keep their foot in the door. Only down 2.
See if they can generate some defensive magic, but it's going to be Jessica Sim keeping her feet in the back end zone. And they have not been able to guard those deep shots at all in this game.
The ladies on the Brunch Money team have been able to find themselves in the end zone, and the gentlemen are making really good throws to put it perfectly in their hands.
It's been a very clinical game from Brunch Money. NOMO really got themselves down that 4-point gap when Brunch Money took half, and they haven't been able to climb back out of it. Hatch finds Tyler Hochhalter. Back now with Dave, and a foot block. Smith, Tyler Smith gets his leg to that one, and that is the kind of plays that get you to championship games.
Active on your feet. Foot blocks are such a good way to block this, in my opinion, and I think that was very well done.
So Johnson will look for Smith. Smith gets up under pressure and finds Dagenet open in the end zone. Brunch Money in control. 7.5 minutes to go here, but they are looking like a team that deserves to be in the final right now.
Yep, a lot of energy from the sideline here from Brunch Money, and that foot block really helped them out, and they were able to capitalize and score. NOMO just looked a little bit broken on that defense there.
Bedard has Dave Hochhalter open under. Hatch going to the end zone quickly with the pressure. That one's going to be just outside of the end zone. Resetting now to Alex Bedard. Hochhalter goes around, has Hatch open, and a good quick point here, 15-11. You never want to say anything is impossible. Comebacks always possible. Still 7 minutes to go, but you've got to think if Brunch Money can continue their clinical offensive points, that this is still going to go in their favor.
Yep, like you said, don't want to say it too early. Foot blocks and good defensive stops can get people back into the game, get teams back in the game. So hopefully NOMO can do that.
McPhail hits James. Now Hunt. Hunt running low on options, finds one with Quigley and has a wide open James in the end zone, and the late stall count cut. Quigley gets open for Greer Hunt, and that makes it 16-11 for Brunch Money.
That risky poach by Vogel there, just not quick enough to get to the disc. And then Brunch Money scored.
So the other semifinal, Louis Lanchonette leading 15-11 over Tetraphobia. 5 and a bit minutes to go here. We'll see if there's any late magic from either of these teams. Bedard looking for Norden, and it's picked off by Jessica Sim. And Brunch Money looking so strong now on both the offensive and defensive sides. Dagenet fakes the shot to Sim. Goes for the reset back with Smith. Going 1 and 2 and then 3 into the end zone. And Brunch Money right now 17-11. They look like a team headed back to a championship game.
Yeah, and you saw a bit of momentum coming in from NOMO with the quick passes. And then, you know, Brunch Money came in with the momentum. They had that foot block. They scored on the foot block on the defensive end. Are in control.
And NOMO did manage to close the gap to make it 13-10 at one point. And there they get a quick point into the back corner, making it 17-12. They haven't gone away just yet. They're always threatening, but Brunch Money has managed to keep their composure in this game.
Brunch Money has also managed to have a good little gap. You know, it was close in the first half, point for point, and now they're taking a bit of a lead towards the second half and close to the end of the second half. But like you said, NOMO's not letting up.
NOMO setting up in a bit of a different style of defense than we've seen, a bit more junky. So they're trying to generate some turnovers here. Quigley gets it upfield for Brunch Money. Has McPhail back. Hunt picks that one off, and Quigley open in the middle of the end zone. Like an injury here, Paula Wong hopping off the field. And great spirit there from Brunch Money, acknowledging that the injury happened before the throw, so the pass will come back here with Hunt. And Sarah Norden will sub on here for NOMO.
I think she just rolled her ankle there on that last one. Coming down, jumping, and hopefully she's okay.
Quigley goes right away, gets it straight back into her hands in the end zone. 18-12. Brunch Money, the team from Halifax, Nova Scotia, the team that has not actually been out for brunch yet together this year, still succeeding on every single offensive point they have.
Yep, and like we said, they've continued that momentum. They haven't had their brunch yet, but in celebratory brunch, maybe after this game for the finals.
Vogel again elevating to get that disc. He looks like he hangs in the air when he goes up for those, as Norden now, big fake, causes her mark to go to the ground, and Hochhalter makes it look easy into the end zone. And NOMO have had some incredible points in this game. Unfortunately, just the consistency of them has been lacking.
Definitely the consistency. There's a few players that have definitely shown their athleticism, Vogel being one of them. Unreal, we have to say.
McPhail will tap it in for Brunch. Hunt tracks it all the way down towards the end zone, just on the line. Tries to go for the high release reset, but Vogel picks that one off. Bit of contact on the mark. Bedard tries to go with the low backhand, and it's picked off by James. James just telegraphed that one.
He was in the right place at the right time.
James now going to the end zone for Hunt, and that is another goal here for Brunch Money. They make it 19-13, and they have been comfortable to keep this 5-point gap, and with only just over a minute left in this game, we are going to be seeing Brunch Money return to the finals at C4UC.
And they well deserve that. They well deserve that final spot.
And tough fight here from NOMO. They got down, and as a big catch that goes from Norden there. She had her feet in the end zone. But definitely a tough fight. They have put up some incredible points, but unable to overturn that 5-point deficit that was created in the first half. They brought it back 13-10, and then Brunch Money keeping their composure, pulled away again. And unfortunately, we've seen the two teams trade other than that. And Brunch Money maybe just digging a little bit deeper finding a little bit more energy in this game.
Yeah, I think the lack of subs is definitely hurt NOMO being tired today.
Straight back for Vogel to make another play, and he snatches that out from in front of Foster. Vogel has had an incredible game here for NOMO. Unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. Too late in the game now. The clock, 12 seconds to go, and NOMO almost a little bit hard done by. They know that this game is lost, and hopefully they will have a good bronze medal game as the two teams are signaling that this one is over. That is the horn, and Brunch Money heading to the finals, and it looks like they will face off against Louis Luncheonette, the number 1 seed from Quebec in the tournament, and what a game that will be.
Unreal game by both teams, got to give it credit. They both stayed in it within the first and second half. Brunch Money took that good lead to head to finals.
So for Becky Thompson here and Alicia Racine, thank you so much for tuning in. We will be back at 1:55 p.m. Eastern Time with the finals between Louis Luncheonette and Brunch Money.